What's up, friends? Glad to have you back here for some more Breaking Bad. Excited to get into this episode with you all. Last episode, we actually had a positive one. Imagine that in this show. It's very rare that happens to one character, let alone pretty much everybody in an episode. Really relieved that nothing bad happened to Jesse when I thought something might, and that he seems to have much better standing in the business with Gus, and especially with Mike, although it seems like they had some ulterior motives with everything they organized, so maybe we'll see a little bit more with that going forward. But then we had Walter and Skyler finally rekindling their marriage that had been on the rocks for a season and a half, pretty much, if not more. And so with all the differing circumstances now with them, how Skyler knows about Walter's business and how they're both doing shady stuff together now should add another interesting dynamic to their relationship, especially when you involve Walter Jr., who doesn't know anything about what they're doing. But then you also have Walter getting Hank back on the case when he thought everything had been wrapped up and he would have been free to continue to work. And so we'll see what Hank finds out this episode. I assume he'll work pretty quick because he's good at what he does and he's always worked fast before. And so it seems like he's going to be led towards possibly Gus because of the Los Pollos bag that he saw there. And so it'll be interesting to see if he takes a hit, because this could potentially be the first time anybody has ever suspected Gus of any sort of criminal involvement. At least I'm guessing, based off how he's had a clean record all this time. And while I'm glad that Hank is back working again, doing what he does best, it also makes me worried because the last time he had a run-in with Gus, he almost died. At least in that, Gus knew who Hank was and he ordered his execution, or potential execution. Obviously, he worked it out so he wouldn't actually die, but I don't know if this time around he would be quite as lucky. But I'm excited to get into this one with you all. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching my reaction to it. If by the end of the video you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel out. And as always, you can check out my full-length reaction to this and all the other Breaking Bad episodes on my Patreon, the link for that being in the description below, and those always go up sooner than the YouTube edits, so you can see them ahead of time there as well if you'd like to. But without further ado, let's jump into episode 6. Wait a second, we've seen that intro before. This is gonna make me think I put in the wrong disc for some reason, but I'm sure it's just Mike making another run. That one guy doesn't look like Mike. Bro, they've been having some mad trouble with delivering these without problems. And these guys are not Mike, so I don't think they'll be as capable at protecting the goods. Oh gosh, bro, they're gonna freaking smoke them out. These guys are freaking clever. Yo, these dudes just eating outside of it. Killing people is nothing they're not used to. The cartel is stepping up their freaking game, man. Gus is gonna have to make some big adjustments. Shoot, dude. It's bad on two reasons. One, they actually successfully stole some of the product, but on the second reason is the fact that they left a Los Pollos truck out in the open to be found, because if they discover it, then that's definitely going to confirm Hank's theory.
I was thinking about you and the kids, and
I don't know what Skyler's gonna do with this information, though. Obviously, she knows he's connected with Gale's murder, though. I would think. At least she knows he was a part of the operation.
I don't entirely remember what happened last night. I mean, I might have said some things that...
Did you know this Gale Bedecker person?
What exactly did I say last night?
Bro, does he not even remember, or is he just playing dumb right now? Either way, he is in a bad spot, or a tricky one at least.
Who killed him? Was it the people you work for?
Definitely not.
Was it somebody who might want to do the same to you?
I seriously doubt it.
I like that line right now, or right there, I mean. Not sure if that's going to come back into play at some point, but I could certainly see Jesse wanting to go against Walter if somehow he ever finds out the truth about Jane. Interesting how much Skylar has changed now, though, because before she would have gotten so pissed at him, but now she's just concerned about his safety.
And I remembered the message you left me the other day. Well, I think you're scared. I think that message was some kind of goodbye.
No.
She is absolutely right about that, but not quite on the right base.
That is it. Exactly. Yes. You're like Dr. Joyce Brothers here.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was actually going to admit that that's the truth.
Stop trying to justify this whole thing and admit you're in danger.
Who are you talking to right now?
This dialogue is elite right now. I'm loving this conversation.
You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger.
Oh my gosh, what a line!
A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No, I am the one who knocks.
This is unreal, man. What a freaking performance right now for Bryan Cranston. That's gotta be some of my favorite lines of the entire show. Dude just went in. He is not about to be second guessed by anybody. Oh, dude, I am the danger. I'm just still buzzing over that line.
Look, I was...
Oh no, don't tell me she left again. Maybe Walter pushed his luck a bit too far with that.
Skylar?
Oh no, what has he done? This man had made it all the way back into the home, into her good graces, only to immediately screw up the next episode.
She gave me hard time when we settled on price.
We're all on the same page, Bogdan.
I love that these two are interacting again. It's great stuff.
So you're the boss now, huh? You think you're ready?
Yes, I think so.
Love that he's playing all innocent, although there is definitely some sarcasm laced in there.
Being in charge is not easy.
Seen me work hard, Bogdan.
I don't know. Not so much, maybe.
Oh man, Bogdan freaking hates Walter. This man has not forgotten what happened in their first meetings.
I'm sure you can handle. And if not, you can always call your wife. Huh?
Oh, this dude is asking to get slaughtered by him. Who the heck wrote this episode? Is it the same person? Because I feel like they just somehow managed to jump in quality even more.
Who'd have thought someday I would be handing these keys to you? Almost forgot.
Bogdan, as is.
This man asked him to be tough. Now he's being tough. I love that the show kind of dances perfectly along the line of giving nods to the audience between character interactions. Like that line of... Oh, the absolute disrespect of this guy. Holy crap, dude. Takes the first dollar, spends it on a drink. Absolute madman moment. But I was going to say, it doesn't rely too heavily on the nods to the audience while still keeping its like natural dialogue feel. Like it feels like that's something that Bogdan's character would have actually said, if that makes sense. Is this man going through withdrawals or is he nervous? I would guess the former, probably.
You okay there? Fine. Not using it. Eat something.
Hey, you know what? Mike's alright in my book. If you're in his good graces, he's a real friend, man. He'll stick up for you. He'll help you out. I never would have expected we'd be getting more Jesse and Mike interactions than Jesse and Walter at this point, though. Can't say I hate it. It's great stuff.
What exactly did she say?
She asked if I was okay and not to worry.
Any rough timetable in this thing? Or?
Dang, Skylar really just dipped. That's crazy. She's really hard to read at this point, though, so I don't know if that's her trying to distance herself from Walter or if she's going out, like, doing some digging.
You have a disease. I read online. She's not even allowed to be mad at you.
What is going on with me is not about some disease. It's about choices. Choices I stand by.
Oh, man, poor Walter Jr. just trying his best to understand the situation, but without the key pieces of information, he's just barking up the wrong tree. Oh,
I
no
think
way.
it's time we got you your own car. What do you think?
Here we go. Man is gonna get in Walter Jr.'s good graces.
I think if you're gonna buy me off, buy me off.
Oh no, don't tell me he gets him that. What? Yo, Walter spared no expense. Dude is gonna be the talk of the town driving that.
So you're here.
Yeah.
You're actually here to work.
Yeah, man.
These guys bickering is so great. Those two fight just as much like a couple as Walter and Skylar.
It has to be Jesse Pinkman. Why? What, is there something about you that I don't know? Do you have to have your hands registered as lethal weapons?
Register this.
The freaking comebacks. Love those moments when he just claps back like that.
This thing probably started as Gus getting Mike to babysit me. I saved Mike from getting robbed. So maybe I'm not such a loser after all.
Dude has fell right into their freaking trap. And I think Walter suspects something. A little bit of foul play from Gus.
What if it's just a setup? Your first day out guarding Mike, you immediately get robbed. Gus can't kill you because of me. He hates the fact that he needs me, so what does he do? A wedge between you and me.
Dude, Walter is a genius, man. He has figured everything out. That's crazy.
This whole thing, all of this, it's all about me.
Oh no, that's not what you need to say. Jesse's not gonna get on your side if you're just trying to make it look like you're so self-concerned. You gotta play to Jesse's ego a little bit as well. Make him feel like he's just as important as you.
Look, just hang on. Yeah, I'll be right up.
Ah, man's a big deal. I love it. Not even telling Walter.
Buenos dias, ladies. Ayonda? Ayuda. Ayuda. Gracias, gracias. Yo necesita limpio. Por favor. Entra.
My man's been using that Rosetta Stone. Okay, Walter.
It's just this.
No podemos. No podemos. Lo siento.
No, it's no problema.
They know better than to go down there, man. Nothing good happens down there.
Universal language, dinero.
No.
¿Por usted? 2 horas máximo. Por favor.
Shoot, he actually is getting him to go help him. If anybody not Jesse walks in on this, it's gonna be bad news for Walter, I feel like. Oh, interesting. It's where the 4 states border each other. That's actually pretty cool. What? She was using a coin to decide where to go. No way! Is Skylar really going to just leave with Holly? Shoot, bro. Destiny's pointing her in that direction. This is insane. I did not see this freaking coming. I thought Skylar was fully bought in now. Oh no, dude. What a freaking shot, though. That was excellent filmmaking. I feel like that is going to come back to bite her big time. I'm going to remember that moment. Skylar had all signs pointing to her to escape, get out now, but she's deciding her own destiny.
What's the plan? We sit here until one of our entrepreneurs pops his head out. Then we ask a few questions and get our property back.
Ask a few questions with a gun in their face, perhaps?
Don't worry. I brought sandwiches.
Oh, this is great.
Yes, sir.
I'm such a big fan of Mike getting so much more screen time this season. He's definitely evolved a lot as a character, and he's moved up my liking rankings.
Whoa. Where are you going?
So they're selling, right? Maybe I'm looking to buy.
Yo, here we go. Jesse's smart as well. Don't count this man out.
Aren't you maybe had some in the blue?
We don't sell to strangers.
He got all the information they need right there. With that "we don't sell to strangers" line, he knows he has it. Saved him a lot of waiting time right there.
Guess we'll go with plan A then.
Oh, great line. I guess that's true. They probably needed to see proof of it first before they could take action. Think Mike's been doing this long enough that he knows what works. His expression. Whoa, interesting camera angle. I don't know if I saw who directed this. I don't think it was Rian Johnson though, but I feel like ever since the Fly episode, everybody's been getting more creative with their camera angles.
You mind taking over for a minute?
Sure.
Mind if I use your John?
Oh, that was a great shot. That's like one of the few times I've seen him smile. It's definitely a good sign for his and Jesse's relationship moving forward.
The hell are you? It's cool. I'm a friend of Tucker's. What do you want? Just want to buy some of the blue. It's not for sale.
Yikes, dude. This guy is on edge. This is a pretty sketchy situation for Jesse to be in.
I don't want to start any trouble. Trouble? Trouble? What's that mean, trouble? No. I'm just saying we're cool. You can't know that. You're right. Tucker.
Oh gosh, man. Well, now they know for sure that it's these guys. There's no turning back now.
Damas, vengan conmigo.
Nosotros vamos a terminar nuestro trabajo.
Dang it, he was so close to getting out of there with no one knowing.
This was my idea. Don't punish them. You tell Gus to blame me, not them.
He does.
Oh jeez, dude. Should have known it wasn't gonna work out well. Walter never thinks about the consequences of his actions and how they affect other people that he involves.
Give us a minute, will you?
Oh, yo! Gus is actually in a scene with one of Jesse or Walter again. Surprised that he shows his face to Jesse before Walter. Loved the ominous lighting on him there, too.
It was all about sending a message. It was written on the bucket list. Ready to talk?
Set up a meeting. Let's see what they have to say.
Uh-oh, man. I don't know if I like that. That's definitely going to be an intriguing matchup, though. Gus and some cartel members. I wonder if it's going to be the same guy that he got arrested earlier.
I hear you can handle yourself.
I guess. Why me?
I like to think I see things in people.
Unlike Walter, Gus knows how to manipulate people very well. He's just telling Jesse exactly what he wants or hopes to hear. I feel like his loyalties are going to start switching since Walter only berates him or makes him feel unimportant.
I may have overstated things earlier, and I'm sorry to be so forward. I need you to understand.
Skylar looks way scared right there. What the heck?
You are completely safe. Everything that I do it to protect this family.
So buying that car, that was protecting your family?
She hit him right back with that one. At one point, I would have believed that 100%, but I don't know anymore. I don't think he does it exclusively for his family anymore.
It goes back tomorrow. What were you thinking, Walt?
I was thinking that I wanted to do something nice for my son.
Oh, we're getting lots of angry Walter in this episode, which is always great. Love Bryan Cranston's performance.
I just worry that he'll blame you for this.
Thanks for that. But you know what, Walt? Someone has to protect this family from the man who protects this family.
Whoa, my gosh, dude. These lines are incredible. That is freaking A+ writing. My goodness. That was some great acting by the actress for Skylar as well. Dang, dude, what an episode. I loved that one. That had some of my favorite dialogue in the whole show. I feel like you had so many great moments from everybody that acted in that, whether it was Walter, Skylar, Jesse, Mike, Gus. They were all fantastic. I feel like that's when the show is at its best, at least in my opinion, is when you just have great writing and character moments that really build up the other moments that are great, like the more actiony or dramatic. I feel like the writers of this show had just been stockpiling for 3.5 seasons, all these great one-liners, and just decided to dump them all in this episode. This was so great, and loved the last exchange between Skylar and Walter. It's amazing all that Skylar is putting up with again. I thought for a moment, a few episodes there, that they were finally on the same page and were going to work well together, but it seems like she's just fallen back into the same trap of having to deal with all the negative effects that Walter brings to the family and just kind of being the bad guy when she isn't the bad guy in this situation. It's Walter, but her character has just had to put up with so much in this show, so I'm amazed that she is still deciding to go ahead with it. But obviously they're kind of both stuck and trapped in this story now, and so they just have to stick it out for better or for worse. And then on the other side of things, Gus is doing an excellent job of kind of grooming Jesse into the employee that he wants him to be, and kind of ripping him away from Walter's grasp, because I think that Jesse is starting to slowly respect Gus and his methods more than Walter, especially Mike. They've had a bunch of positive interactions now, and I feel like they've created a good bond and system of trust between each other. And so maybe even Gus started planning to kind of set these things up for Jesse, and maybe he's actually starting to respect him and not trying to play him. But I don't know, I guess we'll learn more about that situation in the coming episodes. And I would assume that the meeting that Gus wants to set up with the cartel would happen next episode, I would guess, because other than that, I don't know exactly what kind of major storylines are happening right now. Obviously, we still got Hank kind of getting back into the case, and maybe he'll find out more about Los Pollos, have some more interactions with Gus would be fantastic. But besides those two things, I don't really know what to expect with the next couple of episodes. I feel like there's a lot of open ends and open possibilities for the direction the show could go right now, which of course makes me super excited. I love not being able to predict what's going to happen next in this, and that happens pretty much every episode, even when I think I have an understanding. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this episode with me. If you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel out, so I appreciate your guys' support as always. And you can check out my full-length reaction to this episode and all the other Breaking Bad episodes I've done on my Patreon, the link for that being in the description below, and those always go up before the YouTube edits, so if you'd like to see them ahead of time, you can do that there. But until the next episode, I'll see you all later. Peace.